A few months ago, we launched a video marketing campaign for NightBuddy, and it has gone completely viral.
The man your lady wishes you were.
Millions of views, hundreds of thousands of product sales, and today we're going to be breaking down exactly what made this e-commerce ad so successful and see if you can apply a bit of its magic to your next e-commerce video. But before we break down the framework, if you want to make a commercial like this, the first step is to figure out exactly who it is that you're talking to. And this is something you should know in painful detail. That way you can speak your customer's language, use lingo that will resonate with them, and crack jokes that will make them laugh. And the best place to get to know your customers? Your customer reviews. Here you can find out why people have purchased this product, what they've used it for, as well as what they liked and disliked about the product. And if you don't have any of your own reviews, well, just look at your competitors.
What are you doing in my
For NightBuddy, this was someone who knew how to fix a car, someone who loved the great outdoors, someone who would rather do small jobs around the house themselves instead of hiring someone. We define this person as a real man's man. Once you know exactly who your customer is, then you can start developing a script that speaks to them. Warning. This means that your video will not resonate with everyone, but will speak exactly to the person that is most likely to spend the most amount of money on your products, making your ad a little bit controversial. For NightBuddy, we found that 95% of the comments were extremely positive, and about 5%, well, let's just say not so much. But the negative comments had an overall positive effect as it drove video engagement way up. So now that we know who our customer is, how do we get their attention? This is where the video hook comes into play. I'm talking about those first 3 seconds of your video that will either captivate your audience or be forever doomed by the YouTube skip button. For NightBuddy, we planned and shot 6 unique hooks, and one of them turned out to be a massive winner. The customer acquisition costs for the winning hook were more than 50% lower compared to the worst performing hook.
Still using that pocket flashlight your mama gave you?
Okay, so this first hook was really appealing to the ego of the man's man. You know, using that pocket flashlight your mama gave you, your mama's little boy. You're not really man's man, are you? You're not a manly man at all. You're just a little sissy. You get me? You get where I'm coming from? Yeah, that was sort of the thinking behind it. Yeah, that hook didn't really work out so well.
Here it is, the moment the darkness betrayed you.
So the second hook obviously stresses the problem of working with a shitty torchlight, and that by doing so you can inflict yourself quite a lot of harm. Once again, this was a good idea in theory, but in practice, well, it wasn't the best performing hook. It did okay, definitely not the best though. And this last hook, this was actually the winner. It was the best performing hooks out of all of them, and my wife Louise actually came up with the idea for this hook. I was a little bit on the offense about it at first because I thought it was a little bit too much on the edge, but look, enough said. Let's just watch it.
Introducing NightBuddy, the torch of choice for thousands of real men across the world.
So you have their attention. Fantastic. Now the real job starts. Here's the thing about us human beings. We're always on the lookout for what's new. New diets to try, new fashion to wear, new technology to purchase. So present your product as the new and revolutionary solution that it truly is.
Introducing NightBuddy, the torch of choice for thousands of real men across the world.
At this point, we want to start to agitate the customer a little bit. You need to make them feel the pain of the problem that your product solves. You can stress this problem with the hook of your video or comparative shots where you show how crappy their current situation is and how much better it could be had they had your product, or you can even do something outrageous like this.
But if you don't want to become mosquito food, or worse, use the red light mode to blaze trails commando style. Preserve your peripheral vision and let your neighbors know they live next door to one bad.
If you're wondering how I came up with these problems, well, it's just something that I discovered while looking through the customer reviews. You can't just make this stuff up or it won't work. You have to pinpoint the exact reasons why people are buying this product, as usually those reasons are tied to a problem that the product solves. Now it's time to sell them on your solution, and the solution comes down to 2 things: your product features and your product benefits. Product features are traits and attributes of the product, like the 230-degree LED strip. That's a trait and attribute. Product benefits are what those traits and attributes can do for your customer, like flooding their vision with pure daylight. Because retention drops over time, it is important that we hit them up with a call to action as soon as we've stressed the problem and sold them on the solution, basically as soon as possible. But you can't just say buy now and expect that to work. That's just lazy marketing. And if you've been doing it, then put an end to it right now. Come on. You can do better than that. The key to an amazing call to action is an amazing offer. You have to make the customer feel like they're getting $100 worth of value for 10 bucks. For NightBuddy, in this case, we used the offer of buy two and get one completely free. And bear in mind, this was after we presented it as this new revolutionary solution on the market. So it really did feel like you're getting quite a lot for very little. The people who are still watching after the first call to action are the ones that are really intrigued by this ad. So at this point, we can hit them up with even more product features and even more product benefits. And these benefits need to be organized in order of importance so that the most important product benefit goes at the very start of the video, like the 230-degree LED strip, and the least important benefits are towards the end of the video, like you can charge it in the car. How do you know which benefits are most important? Once again, you look at the customer reviews, note down all the different reasons why people have purchased this product and organize them in order of frequency. Then use a bit of good old-fashioned common sense. But you telling your customer how good your product is isn't always enough to make them buy, is it? You know what's even more persuasive? It's your existing customers telling us how good your product really is. That's why social proof is such an important part of the framework. We've used social proof in 2 instances for NightBuddy. Once right after the hook of the video when we presented NightBuddy as a new and revolutionary product on the market, and once again towards the end of the video. For the second part, we literally just found some customer reviews on the NightBuddy website and brought them to life with different characters that we thought would be quite funny.
But why should you trust me? I'm just a man with a Viking's beard. Listen to what these real customers have to say. These lads are working out real well. I've got one in each vehicle, one in my shop, and one in my cabin. Working out real nice.
The last and final part of this framework is yet another call to action, and here you want to strike them once again with a really strong offer. No lazy marketing allowed here. For NightBuddy, this was up to 60% off with free shipping worldwide. But even if you have the best offer and the best video, without a great hook, no one is going to watch, let alone purchase. That's why I've put together an entire video on this subject, which you can watch right here. What? You still haven't clicked it? Come on, watch it. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth your time.